Every day I get asked the question, how's the Atlanta real estate market update? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the Atlanta real estate market update for May 2023. Stay tuned. This is Carlton Lewis, your Atlanta real estate agent, coming to you live and direct from Smyrna, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta. And like I said, we're going to cover the Atlanta real estate market update. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And I would love to hear your thoughts on the Atlanta real estate market update. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay, as I like to do in a lot of these Atlanta real estate market updates, I like to give out the interest rate at the time. Today is May the 8th. So on Monday, May the 8th, the national 30-year fixed average, this is the national APR, is 6.84. The national 30-year fixed APR is 6.98. Okay, and that's according to a survey along the nation's largest mortgage lenders. And now let's get a little bit more specific to Georgia. The current interest rates in Georgia are 6.86 for a 30-year fixed mortgage and 6.10% for a 15-year fixed mortgage. All right, so that's good to know. The mortgage rates have, went down just a little bit, nothing earth shaking. We've seen it, higher than that. Let's go ahead and pop over into the charts here, because this is what you really came for. You want to know what's going on with the market supply and demand. So I'm going to give you the sales prices, the average sales price, the median sales price, the inventory, which is the supply, and then the demand, like how are things actually selling in the Atlanta market. And also what this means if you are looking to buy a house, you're looking to sell a house, or you're looking to be an investor, or if you're already an investor. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's start with the sales prices. I like to go ahead and start with the sales prices. The median sales price, and I have this set for the greater Atlanta area. Now, this covers basically Metro Atlanta. There are about 13 counties that comprise Metro Atlanta, and each one of those could be a video by itself. But we're going to go for the whole area, because when people talk about moving to Atlanta, it's usually they're moving to one of the suburbs. They're not necessarily moving inside the actual city itself. They can, but most of the time people are moving out. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the metro. As you can see, from January, it's been trending up. The median sales price, and as of April 2023, it was $405,000, which is a decrease of negative 1.2, which is not a whole lot. From this time last year, the average sales price gone up from January, $441,000 to $496,000, and that's a drop also of negative 0.4% from this time last year. So not that big of a drop. Now that covers the prices. Now let's look at the supply. New listings on the market. Let's move this around a little bit. New listings on the market, as you can see, from March to April, we had a drop. We had a pretty big drop of 1,000 homes. And we're looking at negative 27% from this time last year. That simply means that fewer people are putting their homes on the market. And I can understand, especially with the interest rate still being high, if you were someone who either refinanced your house or got a brand new loan, in the time period where the interest rates was low, you're not really looking forward. Generally, you're not looking forward to selling your home. Now, there are all kind of reasons why people will want to sell their homes, and interest rate is a factor, but it's not the only factor why someone would sell a home or even buy a home. You have to look at your individual needs. So homes for sale currently, including those ones that are new listed, see it went down from March, a little bit over 9,000, 9,100 there to about 88,000. I'm sorry, 8,800. Pending sales, let's look at that real quick. Pending sales actually went down as well from 5,400 down to 4,800. Now closed sales, you see this, everything's dropping. A little bit over 5,200 in March, down to 4,500 April. Days on the market. How long are things staying on the market? So let's go with the average days. I really like the average. It gets to me a better a number there. So the height we saw was in February 2023, and that's for this year. Height we saw, then it started going down. So now we're currently looking at about 34 days on the market. So a little bit, average homes are staying on the market about a month, just a little bit over. Let's look at the shows to pending. So how many homes, if you're looking to sell your home, how many showings will you get before you get a pending contract? And that actually went down just a little bit. So we're still hovering around like 22 showings. So 22 showings. So just about a person a day, almost a person a day. And you should, depending on some other factors, be going into pending. Shows per listing, you're looking at about, like I said, about 10 shows per listing. Now, the month supply, that hasn't changed since February. 1.8 month supply. If everything in this multiple listing service was to be sold in the greater Atlanta area, we're looking at 1.8 months before everything is sold. In the height of this, we were looking at 2.3 months. So that means we had a decent amount of inventory. You can see here back in April of 2020, we had 2.8, dropped to 2.3 here. I mean, you could see it went crazy. And this was when the interest rates were extremely low, right in here, extremely low. And this is the effect of supply and demand. So if you are looking to buy a home, if you're a buyer and you're looking at this information, you want to know how does this apply to you. The interest rates are still higher than they were, this time last year, but that doesn't mean that people are not buying and selling houses. People are buying houses. I actually just sold a house this past Friday. So you have to look at your needs. If my client's only need was just looking at the price of the home or looking at the interest rate, then he may not have taken a chance at buying a house, but he had to do what his family needed. So I always say that, people buy on emotions, but they justify it with logic, and I always have to make sure I say that, because, you have to do what's right for your family. I was just on the call and we talked about the decision triangle. People look at time, income, or money, and emotions when they make decisions. So you have to really look at those things before you're actually making a decision about purchasing a house or even selling a house. Because if you got a low interest rate in this time period, or like I said when I was discussing this earlier, if you got a nice low interest rate in this time period, you're not in a hurry to give that up. And that's why you see the homes for sale actually just dropped. It dropped. So and that's interesting. And like I said, if you're doing a buying whole strategy as an investor, it'd probably be a good time to do that. Rents are going up here in Atlanta. More people are still moving here, so housing is still an issue. Apartments are going up all over the place. Downtown, Midtown, outside of Midtown, people are building apartments in the surrounding Metro Atlanta area. So there it is. That's what you have if you're a buyer, a seller, or an investor. If you're looking at this information, how you can decipher this information. And if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Once again, this has been Carlton Lewis, your Atlanta real estate agent, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And if you got some value out of this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, like I said in the beginning, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time I put out a new video. I'm going to start really getting deep in some information here, just the information for people who are really serious about buying homes or selling homes or investing in homes. So you'll have the best information possible in order to do that. All right. Have a great day. It's your man Carlton. I'm out. Peace.